Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P on the corner, in the corner of boxing. What? Okay, the kickoff press conference, first press conference for Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter, is in the books. And I'm going to tell you this, man, listen, these guys, we might be in for a grudge match. These guys, they had some little back and forth going on at the press conference. And Jim Gray, they had kind of went off on their own little tangent. Jim Gray done took the mic from from Danny Garcia. He tried to take it from Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter wasn't giving his mic up. He was trying to get him on track to the little questions he was asking them. And but they went off on their own little tangent, And Danny Garcia was saying how much better he is as a boxer, and I guess kind of making fun of Shawn Porter's style of fighting. But this thing right here, man, it might be a grudge match in the making, because these guys, they had a little back and forth that could possibly be, some tension in the air, And this is just the first press, This is just the first. This the kickoff press conference. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. September the 8th is going down. You know what I'm talking about? And I can't wait for it, man. It's a little ways away, but we almost in August now, so it ain't too far. We got about a month, a little over a month. And I can't wait for this fight. I believe myself, I think that this fight is a good matchup for the welterweight division. These are two top tier welterweight guys. I've been saying that these guys are, upper echelon welterweight division. And, one of the things they have in common, both of them got beat by Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? For Danny Garcia, it was his first loss. Oh, and man, he really want a rematch. Same thing with Shawn Porter. Only thing, it was not his first loss, but he really wanted a rematch. Now, I will say this: both guys gave Keith Thurman a close fight. A good fight. So it wasn't like it was a landslide and all of this and all of that. But both guys really, to me, gave him a good fight, and which would warrant a rematch. But I think, to me, man, they both was chasing that rematch thing a little too much, especially with the inactivity of Keith Thurman. I really thought they should have been, doing something. But now they got a chance to do it for none other than the WBC title. Listen, in any weight class, that green belt is the most coveted belt, you know what I'm saying, in any division for you to have. That WBC is the belt to have, really, And both guys been, campaigning to, that they wanted to fight for it again, and they right here, So I can't wait for it, man. But yeah, it looked like it's shaping up to me to be a grudge match. Y'all know Shawn Porter is 28-2-1. With 17 KOs. He stands at 5'7" with a 69.5-inch reach. Listen, Danny Garcia is 34-1 with 20 KOs. He stands at 5'8.5" with a 68.5-inch reach. So that's the little bit of part of the tail of the tape. Shawn Porter is listed at 5'7", man. Shawn Porter, to me, looks closer to about 5'6.5". If you notice, at this press conference, he left his hair unbraided. He been wearing his hair braided lately. He left it unbraided. I think that's to make him look like he around the same size, height, or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you. I that's just what I think. I don't know if that's, but that's just my theory. You know, because why would he come to the press conference like that? He trying to make himself look like he around the same stature. But Danny Garcia, you know, is a good 5'8.5". You know, he even looked kind of like he could be 5'9". You know, so I don't know. The height disparity might be a little bit different. I don't know, but that's what BoxRec has both of them listed as. He has Shawn Porter as 5'7". They have Danny Garcia at 5'8.5". And their reach though, Shawn Porter's reach is at 69.5, and Danny Garcia's is at 68.5. So you know, he's at a disadvantage slightly with the height, but at an advantage slightly with the reach. And y'all, everybody knows Shawn Porter's style, man. And you know what, I saw interview. Oh, who was that? Was it Fight Hype or Fight Hub? I can't remember. Was doing with Angel Garcia, you know, Danny Garcia daddy. And he was saying, man, what Porter has is nothing special, and they are prepared for all of that, you know. And that's what Angel Garcia was saying. The thing that Danny was saying, that he ain't gonna be doing no dancing with the stars. He ready to stand in, you know, hey, stand in the middle of the ring and fight. But you all know, man, look, what Shawn Porter does is he tries to create whatever, you know, they can see in the fighter that he likes to do or what's comfortable for him. They aim to make it uncomfortable. So no way Shawn Porter's go stand in the middle of the ring and fight. That's what Danny Garcia want to do. You know, go toe to toe. But Shawn Porter knows he cannot win a fight like that. You know, he cannot win a toe to toe fight. Now Shawn Porter, he will try to muscle you on the inside, but he ain't go stand there in the middle of the ring and do that. And that's what Shawn Porter even said, you know, during the press. He says, I'm a better dancer than you, because he was saying dancing with the stars, you know, like dancing around, you know, moving. Shawn Porter basically let them know, you stiff, you stand right there, but hey, I'll move on you. So it's gonna be real intriguing to see what type of game plan these guys bring into the ring. And I'm gonna say this, I hear a lot of people dismissing Shawn Porter, but man, look, I've been saying this. Shawn Porter is a good matchup for any welterweight. Any welterweight. That's why when Errol Spence was trying to get him to fight him, and he was offering him to fight for that IBF, while Shawn Porter was waiting, trying to find out what was going on with the WBC, Errol Spence say, hey, come fight for your old belt. And Shawn Porter act like he didn't want to hear that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that Shawn Porter would be a good matchup with Errol Spence. Now, I'm not saying he go win. I'm just saying it'd be a good matchup to me. You know what I'm saying? Shawn Porter presents a threat to any welterweight. Any welterweight. And you better be strong mentally. Because you see what happened to Andre Berto. And everybody say, yeah, it wasn't fair. But if you watch, Andre Berto was mentally checked out of that fight. That's why the referee called it off. You know? And you look at the sequence of exchanges, you know, right before the fight was stopped. Man, hey, Shawn Porter, you know, he got him so frustrated. The man was not, and he dropped him. Shawn Porter dropped him too earlier. So I'm saying, you know, you better be strong mentally, which I'm gonna say Danny Garcia is a mentally tough guy in the ring, man. You know, I'm gonna tell you, I always go back to Amir Khan. Amir Khan was tagging Danny Garcia. He was tagging him, man. Amir Khan, you know, he used that hand speed, but, you know, Danny Garcia still stayed composed. he stayed composed and he delivered the shot that he wanted to right there in the middle of the ring where he liked to fight. And Amir Khan, he gets sucked in to these little firefights. You tag him one time and he feel like he got to show you something, you know. And Danny Garcia, he remained composed and he did exactly what he wanted to do. Delivered that powerhouse hook. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, man, look, that's why I think this is an intriguing matchup, because Shawn Porter, he go pressure you. He go bring the fight to you. You know what I'm saying? And if you not mentally strong, you gonna crumble, you know? That's why Kell Brook, they were complaining about how he was holding Shawn Porter, but how he was trying to break that momentum, that pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's what he used to do it. He kept holding, you know? But he had a game plan, you know? And I think that I really believe Angel Garcia, they got a game plan. But I'm gonna tell you, Danny Garcia, he is mentally tough, but you know, hey, you still can't dismiss a Shawn Porter and say, oh, he has no skill, because I mean, skill as far as, you know, how you'll say. Now I'm gonna tell you, to me, Shawn Porter did well against Adrian Broner, but Adrian Broner, they were right around the same height. Adrian Broner like 5'6" or so, you know, 5'6.5". Really, him and Shawn Porter about the same height. That's why I say it looked like to me Shawn Porter is closer to like 5'6", 5'6.5", and him and Adrian Broner about the same height. So he was able to use some boxing skills against him. But whenever he's in there with guys that's a little taller, you know, he has to resort to some other tactics, you know, and that's what he is going to do. I believe he is going to make Danny Garcia very uncomfortable. Now, like I say, Danny Garcia is mentally tough, you know, and I believe he is going to be. But, you know, it's just a battle of wills. And I'm not dismissing Shawn Porter. I'm not saying that Shawn Porter cannot win this fight. I'm not going to dismiss him, because it's going to be a battle of wills, and Shawn Porter has a strong will in that ring, you know. And yeah, if you want to talk about as far as boxing skills, I mean, Danny Garcia has some skills, but I'm going to tell you, he is very flat-footed, you know. And there's some boxers that have exposed that. Lamont Peterson exposed that, you know. To me, it just, Lamont Peterson got going a little late, like, you know, exerting himself, really. He got going a little late, so the judges ain't really, you know, rock with him, man. But hey, he did expose that flat-footedness of Danny Garcia. And that's basically what Shawn Porter was saying. He told him, they talking about Danny Garcia say dancing with the stars, talking about, you know, him dancing around or whatever. He was like, yeah, you do the robot. Talking about how flat-footed he is. But that's the truth, man. And that's basically what Shawn Porter was hinting at, that he is gonna expose him being flat-footed. And if you remember in that fight with Lamont Peterson, then Lamont Peterson was kind of dancing around, and Danny Garcia got frustrated, and he started calling him, come on, let's fight, you know. And hey, I'm gonna tell you though, Shawn Porter, even though he will have some movement, he go still bring some fight to you. So it's gonna be a different dynamic than something like Lamont Peterson getting going a little late. I think Shawn Porter go get going very early, and I think he go bring the pressure. He's gonna see where Danny Garcia is mentally, and you know, y'all know Shawn Porter is like, he does not usually have stamina issues. He's a work rat in that gym, and outside everywhere. He do a lot of different drills on, you know, keeping his wind up, you know. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I think he's gonna be in for all 12 rounds. And Danny Garcia, you know, he hadn't too much had a lot of stamina issues. You know, I've seen some times where he's taking some rounds off. You know what I'm saying? Taking some time off in rounds. But hey, he ain't gonna be able to do that with Shawn Porter though. Shawn Porter go make him fight. If he slip talking about taking breaks, nah. Shawn Porter go be right there on him. And that's why, man, I'm telling you, to me, this is a great matchup. People saying Danny Garcia knocking Shawn Porter out. I mean, I don't know. I'm not ruling it out, but I don't know about that, man. I think that Shawn Porter is going to be able to smother Danny Garcia's power. And Danny Garcia is going to have to really show his boxing skills. He talking about how he got skill. He going to have to show that. And I think that he can. You know, it's just how composed he's going to stay early. And, you know, as the fight gets later on, who has, you know, the most stamina left to exert themselves in the later rounds. I think that's who will win this fight. So I'm looking at this thing more 50-50 than anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at it. I'm not dismissing Shawn Porter at all. I'm not. I'm telling you. You can't do that. You cannot dismiss Shawn Porter. Like I say, he is a great matchup for any welterweight because of what he brings to the table. Now, if they come in there having a rule where you can't roughhouse in boxing, then you know you could throw it, toss him out, cause hey, the ref go get him out of there in 6 rounds and disqualifying. But it's boxing. It's boxing. You got 2 men in a square circle trying to knock each other head off. So yeah, it's gonna be some roughhousing. And hey, as long as he don't get disqualified, Shawn Porter is going to be a big threat in that ring. You know. And y'all, I mean, hey, check it out. Y'all check. I can't wait till this fight happen, man. But anyway, this Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. Y'all slap the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time it go down. This Daddy P on the corner, in the corner. What? Out of there.